for these kids for their entire lifetime. So really appreciate your support through this.
It's devastating. If we don't help our kids now, we will lose a generation of kids at the same exact time as they need schools to change, to help them.
The overwhelming majority of districts around the country have cut through the fat, cut through flesh, and are absolutely at bone now. We can't afford to have, again, pick a number, 150, 250, 300,000 teachers on unemployment rolls. The economy's starting to bounce back. This would obviously be a huge drag on that broader recovery. And so we want Congress to take action. We want Congress to take action now. This is not something they can debate for 4 or 5 months and then do something in September or October. It's too late. Any superintendent worth their salt is absolutely figuring out summer school now. And many places are talking about eliminating summer school, which is just a huge disservice, particularly to disadvantaged children.
We've learned what we need to help all kids succeed, and at the same time, the bottom has fallen out on our economy so that we don't have the resources to do it.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing you saw in here is expensive. This is all, cheap, inexpensive, but high quality, high engagement. And I think this is going to help produce this next generation of scientists, of engineers, of innovators.
You have 10 words long? What about this one? That's not as heavy. I already got my notice on Monday that I'm laid off. So I've been looking for jobs online, private schools, but there aren't a whole lot of jobs out there. Unfortunately, everyone's going through the same thing.
Do you know what this word is?
Turn.
Turn. If you everybody sitting like a star, please.
Can't say the word devastating enough. It's devastating to our community. And there has to be another way to look at supporting schools in the reform efforts.
What the work?
And she did a presentation.
Okay, thank you.
Then where are you going to put the tally mark?
Makes you really think differently. Thanks for sharing. I learned a lot today.
This is very
So glad we came in. I know it's a perfect day.
Frankly, it's scary. It's scary to think about, particularly when we know research says we need to invest more time and money into education and the daily work with our students. We need to put more funding and time into early Head Start programs and pre-kindergarten programs for students. It's sometimes very difficult to know what really we know makes a difference, but yet we can't afford that.
Jumping jack. And it'll start going on its own.
By the end of the school year.
How can you have a $2.2 billion budget to educate 176,000 students in one of the wealthiest counties and tell us we have to close schools or close classrooms or cut sports?